What's crackin', and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm cozyceto, and I'm so happy you're here because today is our final reset day before update 17. I can barely believe it's that time in the valley yet again, but June is almost halfway over and Mysteries of Skull Rock is just around the corner. Today, we are going to see if Grand Banquet Extravaganza finally decided to show its face, and if so, we will get a chance to see if those tag predictions aged well. I'm excited for our last premium shop rotation of the season, so we've got lots to explore. If you're as excited as I am, consider supporting the channel by smashing that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are working towards 2,000 subscribers, and I would love for everyone to join our chaos. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into the results. This week's rewards are for our Limitless landscapes. I felt mine was pretty good, honestly, and I loved getting a chance to kind of reimagine a past challenge while implementing all of the skills and new camera features that I have now. The sunbirds were so fun to work with, and you gotta love that pure sass coming from Moana. I hope voters loved this one as much as I did, so it looks like they did, and I couldn't be more thrilled about this. Rank 3,438 is so exciting to me, and those 4,000 moonstones are going to be helpful as hell as we gear up for another update full of new items in the premium shop. I am just so happy that this one scored well because it was so fun to recreate and reimagine a past snap. I definitely want to do this again in the future, and I can't wait to see how the next one turns out. And turning our attention to our new theme, I don't know what's going on. I just cannot get aligned with this one, and at this point, I'm blaming Gameloft. The tables tag somehow does not surprise me, but I was thinking that it might be a little bit limiting, so I was hoping for the dining room tag to make its debut instead. As for the others, we've got lavish, strong, and elegant to round out our tags for the week, and these honestly shouldn't be too terrible. I'm excited to see where creativity takes us, and I might even bring back my Valley Bake Off for a 2025 version based on last year's Cooking with Friends challenge, especially after today's success with revisiting my Moana's Village challenge. No matter what, I hope your ideas are circulating and you're starting to envision what your own Grand Banquet Extravaganza will look like. Dreamsnaps are done for now, and there is nothing new until update day, so I'm excited to see what everyone creates throughout the week and what exciting themes come our way throughout update 17. Now that it's handled though, I am very excited to dive into these items one by one and figure out what's worth our moonstones. Starting off pretty strong, we have the Ladybug backpack that also functions as a glider. I love this item and I think it's so unique. I just personally will be skipping it because I'm not the biggest lover of how the wings flutter, and I don't see a true practical use for it. At 1,500 moonstones, I believe this could be worth it for the Ladybug lovers out there. I'm just not that big of a fan of any bug to justify this purchase heading into a new update. There is going to be so much amazing new content coming our way in update 17, so I want to keep back as many moonstones as possible as we head into the update. Then up next, our lovely Leafy Camping Fit is finally here with the Leafy Camping Pack and Hat combo. There are lots of great tags on these items, which could make them great additions in the future for Dreamsnaps. I see some potential pairing opportunities with the leafy outfits from Pumbaa and Timon's friendship quests, so I do think I'm gonna pick these up since they're pretty cheap as well. The detailing on not just this camping pack, but also this hat look very nice, and I can't wait to see how these pair with some of the other items I already have. Moving right along to our first returning Star Path item of the week, we have Magic Kingdom Circus Daisy finally making her debut in the premium shop. I love this dream style, and I think it's one of the most versatile in the game, with this outfit doing well in the beachy builds, Disney park sets, Oasis excursions, and more. I am so happy I was able to pick it up in last year's A Day at Disney Star Path, but if you haven't yet, I highly suggest considering it this week. 2,500 moonstones may feel a bit steep going into a new update, but I definitely think that out of all of the items that I've seen so far, if you don't have this one already, this may be worth prioritizing. And to round out our featured items of Update 16, we have the adorable ensemble that will come with the jacket, skirt, and this makeup set. I already have these items, so I will show them off, but I don't think they're anything too amazing. 1,000 moonstones is pretty cheap overall for a bundle, but this is one that I would wait to see go on sale before buying. There's just nothing in this that overly stands out to me, and I don't use any of these items very often. I've never used this makeup actually. So I think that it's one of those bundles that's very hit or miss. So if you have the extra moonstones to spare, it might be worth picking up, but I wouldn't buy it if I didn't already own it. Then it appears we have the Encore Collection this season, bringing back 4 new items from across Update 16 to this week's Premium Shop rotation. This is a great opportunity to pick up these items if you haven't already, so I definitely suggest checking this out. It includes the Golden Clarion bundle, the Dinah bundle, the Hatter House, and the Caterpillar jacket. I covered all of these items that I purchased in the previous reset videos throughout the update, so I will brush over these for now, but I do think it's incredibly cool that we have a second opportunity to get these before they're in the mix with regular items. Now, I'm not even entertaining that bonus furniture chest for now because I'm sure it's more Scrooge items I already have, but luckily we've got better luck in this week's limited time deals because the Fiery Raven is here, alongside Lady Tremaine's manor house, of course. I have been waiting for this phoenix bird to come back for so freaking long. I will definitely be taking advantage of this deal, especially since I already own like half of this week's featured items. I am pumped about this. 20% off feels like a steal for an item that I have been hoping for such a long time, so I will definitely be showing off this cutie in the valley. Closing out our look at the shop, we have a pretty decent stack of items in our recommended, though I won't be grabbing anything this week since I am looking to save some moonstones. My rotation is Alice's costume dress, the Mushroom Manor house, the Ratatouille fountain, and the Parks Magical set. It's nothing terrible, but it's nothing I need, so let's head back to the valley and check out what I've bought. Since there wasn't any new decor, I brought us back to the plaza to show off the haul. Starting off with my favorite purchase, I am finally the proud owner of a Fiery Raven, y'all. A girl is pumped, you have no idea. I cannot wait to see what exciting shenanigans we get up to with this little guy and see what kinds of fiery builds I can create. Then Daisy, of course. She looks spectacular in this dream style, truly slaying the fashion game as she so often does. I love this one. The detailing in this style down to her shoes is perfect, and the ruffles of her dress are so detailed. I definitely think you should get her while you can. Now to my wild outfit. I have the leafy hat on, and while I think it is super cute, it does have a very strong shadow that I noticed while getting up into position to take the shot, so I would keep that in mind as you work with it for dream snaps. You definitely want to keep your lighting in mind, or you will get a huge shadow on your face. Then the pack that came along with it. I personally think there are a ton of super cool details on this that could be captured really well in Dream Snaps. I'm very excited to see what the community does with this. I love it. I love the detailing on it. I love the Bugs Life influence. It's a super cute one. I think that it will for sure have a place in Dream Snaps, and even if people don't use it in Dream Snaps, I just think it's a fun one to have for running around the valley. It has a very adventurous spirit to it, and that is something that I am really drawn to. Then last, and definitely in my opinion least, we have the adorable ensemble. That is including the jacket and the skirt that I'm wearing. I could pass on these every day of the week. I would never pay moonstones for this bundle, but hey, to each their own. I'm sure there are going to be people who love this one, whether they are fans of Monsters Inc. or they're just happy to see it return so that way they can start to flush out their completion of their collections. Either way, it definitely has its place. I wouldn't be paying for it if it was me. And here is a good close-up on the makeup included with the adorable ensemble. It's got all the little eyes, which can be a fun effect, but I do feel it's very situational, and I've yet to use it since I got it from the Lovely Monsters Star Path, so that's one of the many reasons that I think that this is just a very skippable set on top of the very mediocre outfit. It is crazy to believe that next week will be our first reset of Update 17, but we are here and it is real. I'm as ready as I'll ever be for everything that's coming our way, and I suggest taking the next week to get yourself into a position for the Mysteries of Skull Rock update on June 18th, and then the Unwritten Realms conclusion of Storybook Vale on July 9th. These are going to be two massive updates to the Valley, and I am so excited to see everything that comes our way. I can't wait for the fresh leaks, new features, and of course, Peter Pan. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, toodles!